My ma and Dad rented a cottage on Coons Lake in Indiana. Ma and I stayed there all week in the summer, and then Dad and Uncle Fufu, I couldn't say Uncle Phil, this was my mother's brother, Uncle Phil, would come and stay on the weekends. Uncle Fufu was such a sweet person. He played with me all the time, and his problem was that he stuttered. So he gets excited, you know. And once he was telling, he went to buy a 5-cent ice cream cone. And he says, I want a 5-cent ice cream cone. And by that time, the man had dipped up 5 ice cream cones. And Uncle Fufu was too embarrassed to tell him he only wanted one. The family laughed about that one for years. We had a brown dog named Cap. Cappy and I would pull on the ends of a rope all the time, and we had fun together. And once we went out in the boat, Ma and Dad and me, not Cappy, and all at once a snake was swimming towards us. And we realized, maybe not me, but Ma and Dad realized that he was trying to get into the boat. And here was Dad was heading at him with the oar, and he finally broke the oar and the snake. And Ma and I were yelling at the other end of the boat, God, and I was so scared. And Ma, I don't know if she was scared or not, but she was yelling. She didn't know how to swim. I didn't know how to swim, and I don't know if my dad could swim. I never saw him in the water as far as I can recall. But wouldn't that have been something that boat had turned over and 3 people had drowned, and they'd find a boat with a broken oar and a dead snake? Oh, God. Oh, Lordy. That was scary for Ma and I. Ma, in front of this house that we rented there, Ma made 4 large flower gardens in front of the house. She'd take big rocks, she'd paint them white, and then she made 4 designs. Each area was in the shape of a heart, a club, a spade, and a diamond. I think that it was about 10 foot by 10 foot or something like that. And then she'd plant flowers in. You can tell the influence that cards had on them. Dad and Ma always played pinochle, and Ma also played canasta when that became popular, and of course they played solitaire, and they played rummy. And they were going all the time. No bridge, that was not part of their life. My dad became a photo engraver at John and Ollier's in North Chicago. I thought that he got Uncle Phil there, but I think that Uncle Phil got him a job there. Anyway, one or the other helped the other one in there. You know, this is kind of a place where you get your relatives in for jobs. And then much later, my dad got my brother Richard to work there. And this was the photo engraving business. And my dad's hair was this light blonde, and then he wore it in a pompadour. But you know, he worked with all the chemicals, and running his fingers through his hair, the hair turned dark brown. They did a lot of work for National Geographic, Life magazine, Sears, Roebuck, for the government, and they did all the pictures of the astronauts. In fact, I've got one picture on the wall here, that one with the big footprints when they landed on the moon for the first time. Richard made that, and it's framed sitting in my den here.